This is Guess the Football Manager. I'm here with Tony Pulis and local Nicky, and today we've got to guess out of these 6 people who is the real football manager. Now, this manager can be anyone above Sunday League. I mean, do you know many teams below the conference? Or?
No.
Well, there's no help for you then.
No, I have. I do know.
Good stuff. Do you think you'll be able to pick out a football manager?
We'll soon find out.
We'll soon find out. So the only thing left to do, bring in the football managers.
Who's walking like a manager?
So guys, for ease, I'm gonna call you all numbers. So we're gonna have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Okay, now, just by looking at them, Tony, who looks the most like a football manager?
None of them. Number 3.
Number 3. If he was a football manager, who would he manage, do you think?
Oh, I'm not sure on that.
Round 1 is how it started. We're gonna go through a little bit about how you got into being a football manager, who'd you manage, and the rest of it. Okay, I'll take the first question. Number 1, how did you get into football management?
I was a player. I used to play quite a good league, and I do a professional job in terms of management people. And I thought actually I could manage my current football team, and because I was a captain, so that's how I got into management and kind of worked my way up.
Okay, a little player manager role. Tony, if you want to take number 2 at the second question.
Were you a player?
No.
Oh, never a player before?
Not a very good one, no.
No? Fair enough. Nice and easy. Well, I'll give you number 1. What made you think you could be a manager?
I used to sit behind Jose Mourinho at Chelsea when I was a kid, and I thought if he can do that from the way he's come, never being a player, then I can try the same thing.
Nicky, you want to take number 3?
What made you think you could do this job?
I mean, spending years across many different clubs, you pick up things from all sorts of people in all kinds of situations.
What sort of people?
I mean, all different styles, really.
Yeah, who?
Family members when you're young, communities sort of as you get a bit older, and then certain professionals and role models as you get even older.
Number 4, who's the biggest influence on the way you manage?
When I was younger, it was George Graham at Arsenal. So I like the way his style, and the team done so well under him at Highbury.
What was his style?
Whatever his style was, it was good. I don't know what his style was because I never met him, but
As a manager, wouldn't you know what the style was?
very good influence on people. So
Okay.
So take number 5.
What was your very first game in the dugout?
That's a good question. It was a long time ago. So I was a player in the team that I've been playing for, captain. I was asked to take over the last 5 games of the season. So it was just a mid-table clash, nothing riding on it. We lost the game quite heavily, as we had done throughout that period while the previous manager went. So my job was to steady the ship, but it didn't go that way in the first game.
Did you play for that team?
I played in that game, yeah, and played for that team, yeah.
Okay, and take number 6.
What's something that you believed about management before you started that turned out to be completely wrong?
Well, at first I thought in my head that I can just say instruction and everybody will listen to you. Until the game and nobody listening to you and you're shouting and screaming and nobody's listening to you, you're thinking, well, in your head you're thinking that they should just take it on and go about it, but it didn't work out that way.
Did you ever have that problem, Tone?
Yeah, quite a few. Was that in the dressing room or while the game was going on?
While the game's going on, so everybody giving the instruction, everybody nodding their head, and when you're shouting out the instructions, nobody listening, they're looking and not doing as they're instructed to do. So it's quite frustrating.
Okay, so we've had an answer from everyone. Do you know, I think I've got a pick for this one. I feel like it's number 4, because if someone's the biggest influence on your management style and you don't even know what their play style is, how would that be? I don't know, for me, that doesn't add up.
We got to pick someone who's dropping out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
4? 4?
4.
Number 4. I'm so sorry, but you've been evicted. Please do not swear.
The way he walked out as well, I thought, yeah, definite.
Round 2. Now this is about match day and manager life. Number 1, I'm going to start with you. Walk me through your match day routine from the moment you wake up.
Moment I wake up, personally, wake up, I have some porridge, because that's what I do, porridge and banana. Get myself ready, go to the shop, get some jelly babies and some oranges, a bottle of water, drive to the home game or to the match game, whichever it is, meet the players, as in my team, make sure they're okay. I've got some electrolytes, so therefore in their water, because some of them don't really know about electrolytes, so kind of manage it because I do sports nutrition. Talk about the team tactics, who's going where, who's playing where, talk about opposition, make sure that myself or my coach basically do a little warm up and get them prepped, ready for the game. That might start at 12 or at 3 o'clock.
Okay, for number 2.
What does your dressing room look like 15 minutes before kick-off?
You don't want to know. Tape everywhere, cut socks everywhere, half cut socks everywhere, plenty of tape, oranges, bottles everywhere, and it's hustle and bustle. Everyone's buzzing for kick-off.
Who's cutting the socks?
The players.
What do you actually do during a game? Are you on your feet constantly, or do you pick your moments?
On my feet constantly, to be honest with you. If you're sitting down most of the game, or at least part of the game, something's wrong. I think when people are doing things wrong, if you're sat down uninterested, you got to go and give them a bollocking from the sideline.
What's your thoughts on standing up and sitting down?
Standing up all the time.
You wouldn't have a little stool?
No.
It was that the Leeds manager?
Yeah,
A little
sat
stool.
on the bucket.
On the bucket, yeah. So number 5. How do you handle a player who thinks they're starting but isn't?
So my thing is always honesty. I would pull that player early before warm-ups, have a little chat, explain my rationale. No player's going to like it. I've played the game at a decent standard. No one likes being dropped or not starting. Explain your reasons. It could be trained poorly in the week, previous performance. I think as long as you're honest and you communicate that decision early, people normally accept it. They don't like it, but they accept it.
How would you approach that, really?
No, I would do it well before the game,
Yeah.
well before the day of the game. So when you come into a dressing room or when you come to the game on the Saturday, everybody knows who's playing, everybody knows who's not playing, and you've got no hassle apart from thinking about the game.
Have you ever made the mistake and told someone on the day and it proper kicked off?
What, they weren't playing?
Yeah.
No, I've told someone on the day of the game he was playing when he didn't think he was playing, so I did it differently.
Was he not happy?
Yeah, what did he think about that?
He was okay after a while.
Number 5.
What's the worst dressing room atmosphere you've ever had to manage?
I would say like the previous game we took a hammer in, so everybody was like a bit nervous, and so you have to go in there and get everybody up. And even though you're nervous yourself, and I didn't believe that I was going to win, but you have to tell them that we're going to win.
Were you a bad team then?
No, I don't think it was a bad
No, you
team.
weren't a bad
I
team.
think the other team was better. That's what it was.
It's a tough one, this one.
What's something about lower league management that no one else would know about? I'll start with you. I'm going to have one for each of you. I want them all to be different, ideally.
People don't realise that you as the manager have to manage everything completely. You have to manage the finances, the kit bag, players coming in, the paperwork, making sure that it gets handed to the players, making sure it comes back, talking to, for example, the pub or whoever that place that you're going to go over in terms of organising food. You have to do everything all by yourself. So I think the assumption is that there's other people working with you to help you do it, but actually it's you by yourself doing all that.
Okay, come to.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing as number 1. It's reliant on yourself, and you can't fall back on anyone else. It's all on your feet.
Okay.
A lot of people rely on you.
Number 3.
I'd say certainly at the lower end, they all have lives outside of football. It's just trying to balance the football time with personal life. That's what I'd say is the big difference between.
Okay.
For me, the biggest difference between the top and the bottom is loyalty. Loyalty can be bought. People will move for £5, £10 more a game, goal bonuses, that kind of thing. So that's the biggest thing for me. That's a massive challenge.
I think it's like the elements. You've got no stands to protect you from the wind and all that. Sometimes you play it on an uphill and it's got a bump in. There's no groundsman to fix up the thing, so it has to be the groundsman as well. So I think it's maybe uneven pitches and stuff like that.
Okay, then. Doesn't really.
I'm going 5.
5?
Yep,
So 5 along the line, or?
the 5th one.
So
Closest one to us.
so number 6. You're going for number 6?
That's number 6 now, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Number 6. I'm going to take Tony at his word. I'm going to have to evict you. Thank you so much. And hopefully you want a football manager, else we've just lost you in round 2.
What made you say that, though? Just the vibe?
No stands.
No stands. You would have had at least one stand.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that.
I know,
And that's why we've got a real football manager.
I did think that. I thought to myself, is there going to be at least one stand? But
You've got to have at least one stand up here. Round 3, we're going into the hard yards. Okay, number 1. Have you ever had to let a player go that you didn't want to lose? And explain to me that situation.
Yes. I had to let a player go because of his attitude, even though he was the top goal scorer in our team or in our club. Because of his attitude in training was bringing everyone down. So therefore, I gave him warnings, I gave him chances to kind of fix his attitude. And unfortunately, he didn't change. And I took him aside, told him that I had to let him go at the end of the season. He didn't like it, but what I did do was kind of get my team that we was talking to, our neighbouring team, to kind of go train with him so he didn't kind of lose out 100%.
What was his attitude? What was the problem?
Because he was good, he felt that in training he didn't have to turn up on time, and because he was the captain, and my preference is that as a captain, you're the leader, people look to you. So if you turn up 15 minutes late and don't care, they're going to kind of think, oh, if he can do it and he's playing, why can't I do it? So I'm looking for that person who can take the team morale up when they're winning and when they're losing as well.
Sounds like Ricardo.
Why did you appoint him as captain?
I appointed as captain previously last season because he outshone in terms of his ability to mould the team together, to kind of bind them when they were losing, getting frustrated with each other. He's the person that glued everyone together, as well as a good goal scorer. He was that calming person that kind of glued everyone together. So it was a case of, right, you know, next season you're the captain.
What changed so quickly?
To tell you the truth, I think it's cockiness. For example, he scored 21 goals. The next person in our team was at 13. So he felt he was untouchable.
Okay.
Describe a moment where you completely lost the dressing room or came close to it.
I decided to go into a game and I decided to pick a player who hadn't been playing recently and dropped another player who was consistent and was popular amongst the team. That player then played in a position, was at fault for a goal, and at half-time I could see the team question that decision. That moment I felt like I had lost them, so I had to stand by my decision, kept the player on the pitch, had a much better second half, and we got a result in the end.
Okay.
Why did you pick him?
I thought he was better for that game.
Who were you playing against?
We were away against Harold Weald Athletic, I was.
Okay.
I've got no idea whether that's a real team, to be honest.
Do you want to take number 16?
Yeah. What's the hardest result you've ever had to deal with as a manager, and why that one specifically?
I'd say away at Hereford, FA Bars, second
Hereford?
round. Yeah, and for everybody else in the stand could see it was a foul outside the box, but the linesman gave it inside the box, and we lost that game because of poor refereeing decisions influenced by everybody else. But it's a tough one to take, but it's part and parcel of the game.
The game itself was played at Hereford ground.
Yeah.
What's the ground's name?
The Etta Street Stadium.
Don't you know?
Yeah, and it's not that.
Ooh. Okay. What is it?
Edgar Street.
Close enough.
How many players can you name on a match day team sheet in non-league football, and how many subs can you use?
16, can use 5.
You can use all the subs.
Yeah, the level we play at.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's right. That's right. This is hard, this, you know.
It's your show.
This is hard. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can ask one more question off the dome if you want.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pick you. You're not the manager.
Done?
Done.
Okay. Number 5, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, and I've just gone eeny, meeny, miny, moe. And that was it.
Okay, we're now going on to round 4, which is football manager knowledge. Now, this is stuff you should only know if you are a football manager. Any idea?
No.
Right. Number 1. If a player gets his 5th yellow card of the season, what happens? And does it matter what competition the yellows are in?
Well, in the league or in a cup or just in general? Just general?
General.
He gets a 1-match ban.
Okay.
Is that in the cup as well as the league?
So do they accumulate in both competitions?
No, it's separate.
Separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is an emergency loan, and roughly how does it work in non-league football?
An emergency loan is usually 28 days. When a club is in crisis, they may need someone like a goalkeeper. They can bring in a player for that amount of time.
What is the registration deadline in non-league, and what happens if you try to play an unregistered player?
So registration deadline should be before the start of the season, and if he's already registered with a previous club, you have to cooperate with that previous club to get them released in order to them to re-sign them before the season starts.
Before the start of the season, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not.
It's definitely not. No.
It's definitely not. I think this is our first
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
round. Number 3, I'm so
sorry,
sorry,
mate.
but you've got to go. And when is it?
Oh, don't ask me.
Oh.
When is it?
What's the question, sorry?
What's the registration deadline in non-league, and what happens if you try to play an unregistered player?
I can't remember the date exactly, but if you try to play an unregistered player, you can either get fined or the team could get penalties docked in that season.
Wait, none of them fucking know. Wait,
No.
You've got an idea. Okay. It's time for the final round, the killer round. It's time to make a decision, boys, on who is the football manager. Number 1, can you please name a lower league ground that you've been to that most people wouldn't have heard of? and tell me one thing around it.
Cherry Lane is out in the sticks, and if you miss the turn-in, you have to go all the way around to come back again.
And what club plays there?
Chesterton Hook.
What formation do you prefer to play and why?
I'm old school, so I like 4-4-2. Just a preference because I've got fast wingers who can basically do defending and go up and attack and come back.
You're 1-0 down with 20 minutes to go. Walk me through exactly what you would do. Substitutions, shape change. What are you shouting?
So I usually start 4-5-1.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be pushing up the 2 wide in the 5, push them further up. If one of them is lagging, then I'll bring them off for another winger. If I need to bring on another big man,
Yeah.
then I'll take one of the 3 in the middle off, push 2 up top as well.
So the 2 wide players today are called what in today's game?
Right, attacking wingers.
Finish your sentence. The reason most managers fail at this level is one first.
I think sometimes at the first hurdle, they find it too much and they jump without sort of kind of taking a deep breath and understanding and trying to figure out a strategy to kind of come back in strong to help build a team or to help the players.
2.
Bad luck.
Bad luck.
What I'm going to do for a minute, I'm going to make you argue between yourselves why you are the real football manager, okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
I've got a game tomorrow, 3 o'clock away in North London. I've got 2 players missing, so I'm only going to be going there with 4 subs, and I'm getting a bit panicky about it.
Okay, it's good for you. It's interesting that I went first in quite a lot of my answers, and obviously this gentleman copied certain aspects of what I was saying. Obviously he might be more descriptive, but he copied the sort of the layout of my answers and kind of just changed it around for himself and kind of prettied it up.
Right, Nicky, you go first. Who do you think is the football manager?
I think you're both managers, but the one that manages higher is number 1.
Yeah, I'm going with him.
You going with number 1?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter what I think. I'll go number 2. Okay, can we bring in all the managers, please? Now, can the real football manager, who's above Sunday League level, please step forward?
Oh.
Oh, oh,
Oh.
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 I was right! Well done.
Well done.
I mean, great acting from
That
these
was all
lads.
brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
All
Wow.
excellent.
Brilliant.
Number 6, are you a football manager now?
No, I just play football manager.
Number 5?
No, I'm not. I used to play, but I'm not. No.
I'm not a manager, but I do love the game. I do follow it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Just a player.
And number 1?
And I used to manage a football team, not high level is what I said, but decent quite enough, so yeah.
But it was under
Under 16s, but I used to be part of Tootingbeck.
2. Okay. And number 2, who do you manage?
I manage Minorians in Wembley.
Wembley.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. What did me with him was the fact when I said, what do you call 2 wingers now? They call them 10s, don't they? They bring them inside and they play them as 10s. In
No,
that
well, I
system.
prefer them to be out wide.
He's more old school than you.
Inside,
Yeah,
outside,
I know.
forwards.
No, I
at the
know.
end of the day, yeah.
Thank you so much. We didn't get it this time, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video. And thank you so much, Tony Pulis, for being inside.